Are they fellow sufferers or marauders? Well, they got guns, so I'm instantly thinking they're probably bad dudes. How about we hide from them? You try to hide, but they notice you. Oh, good, but I was right that there were bad people. I mean, you don't fight somebody because they're hiding from you. You got guns. Obviously, I'm gonna hide from you. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Displaced. I'm your host, the Birdman, known as Falcon. So this right here is an interesting game that we actually covered maybe about 6 or 7 weeks ago. That was the demo build, mind you. Today we actually have the full release here. By the time you see the video I should say, the game should be available on Steam. It's like $6, I believe, so it's a really bargain price for this game. Now this is kind of like a combination of a This War of Mine, a Neo Scavenger, and a They Are Survive. So if you like those games, I think you'll really enjoy this game. It's not quite as in-depth as any of those games, but it's a really cool little clash of all of them put together. So it has some promise. I'm not sure how great it is. I guess we'll find out here today. But when I first played it, I felt there was a lot of promise in the game, so I'm interested in checking out what the full product is like here for us today. If you enjoyed this, would like to see a bit more as well on the channel, you know what to do as always. Let me know in the comments. Let me know by leaving a thumbs up in the video, and we shall do so. And war began. That is, an event took place opposed to human reason and to human nature. Yet another political confrontation led to a war that spread across the country like a wildfire. The streets flowed with the blood of progressive and conservatives who fervently killed each other. No one cared about the innocent people who were caught in a crossfire, and civilian casualties mounted. The army proclaimed neutrality and kept its distance from the massacre. Gangs ruled the roads. Political activists roamed the streets, knives and guns in hand. Marauders looted the stores and hospitals. Government officials lowered their armored blinds and readied their machine guns. Okay. So, right off the bat, I can tell you what I see difference here. With the demo build, we only had access to 5 characters. Right now, we have access to 6 characters, and it does seem that as you progress with the game, you do certain events, you will probably unlock more of them. Now, this guy here is new, Jonathan. He was not part of the demo, so he's one of the new people here that you could start off with anyway. He's 30 years old, data security expert for bank, calm, quiet, and attentive. What's your special ability here? Alarmist. When you get stressed, the stress level of your entire group increases. That's actually not a good trait whatsoever, Jonathan, so you're not exactly really high on my priority list at the moment. So we know that this guy right here is kind of like the combat dude. I believe he has a higher chance of crits, so I'll definitely be picking Adam up. Let's see, if I remember correctly, you were the person who bargains for us, so we get to buy stuff for lower prices, so that's going to be really good as well. I will add you to the party. You're the doctor, right? Yeah, 42 years old, practitioner, surgeon, smart, cynical, excellent knowledge of medicine. Each turn recovers 5 of the group's health points, which is actually really good, so I'll add you. I think we're picking up everybody minus Jonathan. Jude happens to be the chef, so whenever she cooks, the consumption of food is lowered, so we get to, eat, or at least get more fulfilled with less food. So we definitely want her as well. And you're the alcoholic. You were not that good, but I believe you start off with a gun. So it's between this guy and Jonathan. I'm gonna go with this guy right here. At least with Homeboy over here, he's an alcoholic, which means he's gonna become stressed if you don't give him any boost, but at least he won't affect the entire party, as opposed to Jonathan, so I'm gonna pick up Max over here. Now, what they're asking me to do right now is pick a goal. Essentially, there is a war going on the streets, and it's every man for themselves at this point. We have 5 survivors trying to escape. Now, the way to beat the game is to leave this land, and you get 3 options. You get the port, the airport, and the immigration center. Immigration center is leaving the land by foot, airport is, by air, and port is by ship, right? The game makes it seem that for immigration, it's going to be really difficult, because you have to, literally sneak out in front of, the people in charge or whatever. For the airport, you have to get into, an airport and steal a jet or whatever to escape, which sounds really ludicrous to me, honestly. So I think the easiest one, at least for, me, that I'm still kind of learning the game, we'll go with the port over here, which is the one that I picked last time around. It seems like the most feasible one. We need to get all the way up here, it does seem. And in order to bribe somebody to let us off, we got to get up to $15,000 reduce, which we have 1,000 at the moment. So the first thing we will do is, since we have no idea what's happening around us, is do an exploration. and that actually costs energy as well, so you can't do anything for free here. In order to explore, you need to actually use some energy as well. So by clearing this up, we have 4 random events. We also have like maybe some sort of quest down here in Mackenzie, and then we have something in the city over here too. Alrighty. Well, since we need money, we should probably do a couple of events here. And these are all random. Could be good, could be bad, could be a battle. No idea. Here we have found objects, which usually means we found like a location we could actually pillage. It looks like there's something in the bushes. Should we check it out? Go for it. Damn, it's just an old rig loaded with boxes. Everything valuable was stolen before the war, but you managed to find a few useful items. And in here we found a medkit, which is actually really good. And good food, wow. Okay, I'm actually quite surprised by that one. They left a lot of good stuff behind. So that was a very easy one. Let's come down over here now and check this out. I'm considering whether we hit up these big cities. Let's see here. You see what you believe to be an old woman. You take a closer look and realize she's actually about 30, but her unspeakable suffering has aged her beyond her years. She says nothing, but the madness blazing in her eyes speaks volumes. A girl of about 10 is standing next to her and begs you to take her and her mother to the nearest city. She says her mom is sick and can't make it there on her own. We should help them. If we don't, the next scumbag who comes along could be the end of them. I don't like this. I think it's an ambush. We should move on. So we do have options over here as well. Assuming they're telling us the truth. Now, mind you, this is an event that I remember from the demo, but just because I know I helped them out last time, it could be this time around, it could be actually an ambush. So the events do tend to change by, RNG and stuff like that. But still, I'll try to help them out again because I'm a good person. And apparently that worked out. So we have to escort the mother and the daughter down to Mackenzie. Alrighty, well I guess we'll do that because I was planning on going there anyway, so that just kind of solidified that idea. So our energy's kind of very low here. We might be able to get down here. Oh, you guys are hungry too, huh? If you guys travel when you're hungry, you're gonna start stressing out, I believe. Let's see if we can hit this area up. There we go. They're hungry, they're starving, they might be stressing out, and here we have, you see a group of journalists next to a minivan. They're arguing. One of them sees you and heads your way. Hi, I'm James Kinley. You've probably seen me on TV. I know I did this last time around for the demo, because this is actually an event from the demo that we got. I gotta do it again, though. Hi, I'm Troy McClure. You might remember me from... Okay, I'll stop. But that's what it sounds like every single time I read that. It's the first thing I think about, Troy McClure. Yes, but we're headed the other way towards the border. So you need money, right? We'll pay you if you take us to where the action is. We're just gonna take some pictures, write a few stories, and be on our way. So last time I did this, and I believe we got some funds out of this, and again, we're looking to get up to 15,000 of escape. So I'll go ahead and deal. Now for this one, we have to take them around for a couple of events, and if I remember correctly, one of them was actually kind of bad. So we'll see if this plays out in our favor this time around. Everybody's hungry, let's go over here and make a meal. Luckily we have Jude who uses less food for this, so this will use up 8 calories of our food. Our food is actually counted by calories, so you can check out what each one does. So for instance, the meat is 5 calories, this is going to be chips for 1 calorie, 3 for the canned goods, etc, etc. And these are a couple of items that we probably should be selling, like this right here. And as you can see, Max does have a gun right now. Alrighty, let's come down to Mackenzie first, because I would like to escort these ladies to safety and get one of the events done here. Once in the city, the girl leads the way to her house, where you find only a pile of debris. The woman falls to the ground, unable to cope with yet another blow. Suddenly, a man in tattered clothes appears and darts towards the young girl. "Father!" his daughter cries as she flies into his waiting arms. Life seems to return to the woman. You leave quietly and continue your journey. That was it. Oh, I got nothing from that, huh? Oh, Oh, I did a good thing. I guess I should feel proud about that. I was hoping for maybe the father being like, "Oh, you brought me back my family. Here, take my belongings, stranger." But okay, you know what? I did a good thing. Now, we are out of energy here. This is one of the pictures, I believe, as well, and we probably have another event. So before we continue onward and lower our stress, or at least start stressing out, let's give these people some time over here to get their energy back. You'll see a bunch of NPC icons roaming around. Those could be either good people or bad people, we don't really know. And you could probably also hear my bird in the background singing. This time it's not the loud one. This is actually one of my other birds who's actually over there just singing away. Having a good time today. At least somebody is. I'm over here just frying in my room recording. It's so hot, man. Good God. Anyway, we have another group over here. Should we investigate? Let's do it. You see a small party like yours in the distance. They have hiking gear and guns. And are they fellow sufferers or marauders? Well, they got guns, so I'm instantly thinking they're probably bad dudes. How about we hide from them? You try to hide. But they notice you. Oh, good. But I was right that there were bad people. I mean, you don't fight somebody because they're hiding from you. You got guns. Obviously, I'm gonna hide from you. If you were a good person, you'd be like, don't worry, these guns aren't to kill you. They're to defend myself. But if you see me with a gun and then you see me hiding and you go after me, well, you're a bad person, okay? My first idea is to hide when I see somebody with a gun. I don't know what that person's all about. Now, this is the combat of the game. This is where I feel the game is a bit weak. The combat, I'm not too crazy about it. I think I understand it, but at the same time, I'm still not sure what the mechanics are. So right now on the map, you're seeing a couple of places I could put my people at. And all these places on the map will give us like different type of boosts. So for instance, right over here, this will give us a really good attack boost to attack these guys. If I place somebody down over here, for instance, this will give us more of a defensive boost, so on and so forth. So you could kind of like, figure out where you're putting the people at depending on their weaknesses and strengths, but then the combat is a bit more like random, and you'll see what I mean pretty soon. So right now, alrighty, now we hit fight, and this is where it just kind of goes by itself. It seems to pick random people from each group, it pits them against each other, and luckily we killed that guy. And then you take damage based, I guess, on... Wow, we're kicking ass right now. Yeah, see, I'm not entirely sure what dictates who actually gets the shot in or not. So that's where the game is a bit weak, and there's no like, hey, this is how you do that. Like, the tutorial teaches you about the combat, but doesn't explain to you, like, why somebody gets a hit and somebody doesn't that round. It doesn't explain that, so they should flesh that out quite a bit, I would say. Luckily, we won. And from this, we got, really good stuff as well. More meat is actually really good. So we'll take everything. We're done. That was a good one for us. Let's see about leaving this picture here. One of the marks on James' map is a small town several miles away. As you arrive, you're greeted by the stench of rotting meat, smoke, and the sharp tang of something chemical. Bodies litter the streets, making it clear death took them by surprise. While the journalists are working, you think about finding a gas mask. Move on. And there we go. There is the very first picture for these guys here. Now, obviously, there's a bit of, more of a background type of story. The game is all about war, like the casualties of war, the terrible stuff about war. So there is a bit of a, I don't want to say agenda in the game, but it is about war. Kind of like this War of Mine, it's a really cool game, but it's teaching us about the little people in wars, right? The people who are caught in a crossfire between, warring nations or powers or whatever. And this game kind of does that to some degree as well. Alrighty. So one of them is done. We have an event in Mackenzie. I'm not sure where the other two pictures are at, so we probably have to find those. You know what? I'm going to go and use some energy and explore the map a bit more. Got nothing here. So the pictures for these people, got no idea. Oh, what is this? Group journalist? There's a journalist group over here. Intriguing. Let's go check out Mackenzie. This might be bad, but we don't know. The journalists decide to stop pressing their luck and leave. As you're speeding away, you tell Kinley it's becoming too dangerous to accompany him. He gives you the money he owes you and you part as friends? Hot damn! I'll explain to you right now about that. While searching through the yet more ruins, you find a surprisingly intact safe. It looks like both bombs and marauders have failed to open it. Can you? Doubtful, but I'll give it a try. The first blow knocks the lock out. The safe is full of money. Oh my god, I'm getting so lucky right now. Wait a minute, there's no money in there, it's just food. Game? You lied to me. But you know what, I'm not even upset. So we got the money for the pictures without completing the rest of them. They decided to flee because it's too dangerous. Last time in the demo, I actually had to take him to all three places and something terrible happened at the end. So that's really cool, at least the events have multiple outcomes. That is good. That's good for replay value. Alrighty. Well, I'm kind of curious about this group of journalists still. We have a lot of food. So, yeah, let's go up there. And we're at 6,500. You're probably thinking, well, Falcon, you're almost at 15,000, why don't you just rush it? Well, you could, but I'm pretty sure it'll be like events down the line that'll cost us money and stuff like that, so you can't just straight up rush. Those people moved as well. What are you guys doing? Hey! I don't think I can catch up to those people. We found objects over here, though. You find an abandoned camp that once housed several dozen people. Their belongings are scattered everywhere and the ground is soaked with blood. But there are no bodies to be seen. You search the tents, grab some supplies, and leave as quickly as you can, unnerved by the stench of dead. We got some more food out of this one, too. Oh my god, we're lucking out right now when it comes to food. Oh, you know what? I need to take you. You're 5 calories, so you know what? Berries, you're only 1. You're staying behind. Another thing I don't like, you can't, like, assuming you're going through an area and you have more items here that you could carry, you can't straight up use your items on the fly. Like, for instance, right now, like, they're hungry a little bit, right? I'm only going like, oh, instead of throwing the berries, can I just eat them? Doesn't do it. You can only throw them away. So that's something I don't really like, too. There should be an option to be like, well, instead of just leaving this behind, can we just, like, eat it? But there's no option for that, which bothers me a little bit. It just, I don't know, it seems like something that should be part, you know? Why would you just leave food? You know, just go ahead and eat it. Oh, I'm not hungry right now? What's fine, just eat it. You'll be hungry eventually, you'll be full for a while, but that's fine. That's all I'm saying. Small little things like that. Alright, now speaking of which, we're kind of hungry. Let's see if we can make it to this town, and then we'll get some more food. Yeah, so they're starving now. Oh, good. Oh, great. This seems like quite an event for us. You hear noise coming from an alley. Several people are hitting a bespectacled old man, trying to get him to talk. Interfere and help, or keep moving? Well, I want to help him out, sure, but, you know, I've done my good deed for the day, right? I brought that lady and her daughter to the father. Fine, let's interfere and help. Duke it out. Jude first? Hey, good. Good. That's why I placed her right there, because I know she'll get a boost from that. 40, nice, good job. Nice! Again, I'm not even sure what's actually making this work in our favor, but it is, and we're winning, so I'm not going to complain. So that worked out. And you can see we have all these items now that I can't use, and the problem is, you see, we're starving, so we could have easily ate this food up right now, but now we're going to have to leave it behind. So soup is going to be 3 calories, you're 1, you're 2. So let me take what's really valuable here. You are 3 as well, and you are 1. So let's leave Choco Bar, which is only 1 calorie. I'll take you. Let's see, berries, you're only 1. Berries only 1, and what are you? Cereal, okay. I want to get the cereal. I think these are chips, right? You're just 1. Okay, that'll do. Having dealt with your adversary, you approach the old man. He's beat up but alive, and very grateful. What did they want? They wanted something personal. It's nothing for you to be concerned about. Threaten him now. Look, old man, I went out of my way to save your life. Do you tell me what I want to know right now, you scumbag? Threaten him or offer to help? Just offer to help, I guess. Okay, I'll tell you everything. He's very easy to persuade now, isn't he? Maybe you can help me. I'm an art collector. When this madness started, I hid my paintings and then started smuggling them out in batches. Somehow, a gang of thieves found out. I'm sure others know too. It's becoming too dangerous to move anything. In a nutshell, I need you to help me save my collection. I'll pay you generously. Those clueless thugs don't understand the cultural value of those paintings. Okay, so we have to find some paintings. Now the problem is, looking around the map, I have no idea where that might be at. Nope. So we might have to uncover the map first, and then maybe it'll give me like a point to go, a point of interest, but right now there is nothing here for me to really kind of aim towards. Well, first and foremost, we are starving, so let's get some food here. And yeah, we have a ton of food still. Very good. We haven't taken any damage in combat as well. So far, pretty good run, I gotta say. Let's do also, we need to rest pretty soon, but let's do an exploration. Here we go. So now we have a couple of points of interest over here. And there's apparently some solidars over in Norwick. I imagine it probably should be soldiers, as opposed to solidars. Alrighty, so I guess we could probably come over there. Let's also get our rest back before we start stressing out. Oh, those solidars are moving. They're moving towards me too. Let's, hopefully, no, don't go on the road. Don't. Another group. You see a small party like yours in the distance, they have hiking gear and guns. Are they fellow sufferers or marauders? They're soliders, man. That's what it said. Greet them, hide from them, attack them. Could they be like good soliders? The strangers split up and start shooting. Oh, good. Look at all the damage we already took from that event alone. I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all. You scumbag soliders? Okay, you scumbag soliders. You're gonna play it this way? We could play it this way, alright? I'm gonna toss you, like, right over here. And Adele, let's give you a bit more firepower. I'm gonna place you right over here. Adamski, you need a bit more dodging, so I'll place you right over here. You need some dodging too, which is gonna be down here. And who's left over? That's everybody in the map. Good, let's fight it out. Let's see if we continue to be lucky here. 20 for Jude, very nice. What do you got here, buddy? Nice, good job, 33. Ah, these soliders are garbage. That's what you get for ambushing me when I greeted you out here. Got nobody to blame but yourselves for this death. Assuming I do win. I imagine I should at this point. Come on, Jude. Yeah, baby. All of them down. Ooh, I got a painting. 1,500 value. Oh, baby, that's good. We gotta find a place to sell this. And over here we have like a 1-calorie trash food. So obviously you have to come along. These are chips. This is cereal, right? Yeah, cereal. I'll take this medkit as well. And you are chips. You go away and I'll take the cereal. That'll have to do. Well, that worked out. Let's find out if this right here could be one of the paintings. You see how we're healing energy? That is because of our doctor in the group as well. The next stop is a former resort that was turned into a hospital and then bombed to ruins with doctors and patients still inside of it. Kingsley says it was friendly fire. Why are we still taking pictures? I thought the journalist left. That might be a bug? That might be a bug. I was wondering why the thing hadn't updated. The journalist thing? Because you know how they left and gave you the money. But apparently, I don't know. That's kind of weird. I don't know. Let's come over here. Your next stop is a checkpoint that switched occupants many times. Judging by the uniforms, is currently under the control of pro-government troops. The journalists flock to them, chatting merrily. You keep your distance and are rewarded with a view of Kingsley's nose meeting a buttstock and his colleague's camera shattering after being introduced to a rock. It seems the soldiers aren't in the mood to be interviewed. Yeah, I don't know, I think that bugged out then. That should be a bug, because they already booked, they gave me the money, and we're still taking pictures over here. Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you about that one. We are starving, though. You find a house and do a quick search. A catch under the floor contains a tube of rolled-up paintings, just like the collector promised. Take the paintings and try to sell them. Return to the collector and claim your reward. So now we have the option of being a scumbag if we want to. And obviously I would take the paintings and just sell them myself. We saw that a painting apparently sells for $1,500, which is great. The problem is, we don't have any room to carry. If I want to take them right now, like one piece at a time, we're out of inventory space and I need to eat first. So I think we'll return them to the collector just because I have no room to be a scumbag. Yes, that's how I'm playing this out. I wanted to be a scum, but I can't because of my inventory space. So you know what, he still works, you know, it works out for him. Let's just call it a stroke of luck by the collector. Come back down over here and deliver our painting, and with that I believe we'll be at a time with this video, guys. I'm going to wrap it up here after this hope for reward. With shaking hands, the collector opens the tube and checks the paintings. Once he sees the artwork is intact, he sighs with relief and thanks you profusely. He then hands you the money he said he would give you. Take the $3,000, or I'm sure you're eager to pay more for those paintings. Oh, we're gonna hold them up for ransom. No, I'll just take the $3,000. I don't want to risk something terrible happening. We're at 9,500, so we're actually very close to our goal already. But again, a lot of things could happen from here to there. So I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. If you want to see some more, as I mentioned, you let me know in the comments, and we shall do so. And yeah, it doesn't seem like we're too far from the port. I wonder if this game is like meant for quicker runs. Kind of interesting. Well, either way, I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you want to see some more, you let me know. I will catch you next time.